You getting it twisted, getting all jelly, cause you think I'm with them, but you know you not ready. My truth got me up at 6 a.m. Tapping in the Zoom, cause my God is the REM. Straight up, he died for me. When I pull up, I know he got me. Don't play faves, we all his queens. When they say woman, they mean God.
Hey, good people. Welcome to Determined Women of Destiny, the place where passion meets purpose, where amazing women doing amazing things come to show off everything that they do. You will be influenced and inspired, encouraged and empowered, along with a whole lot of motivation so that you can believe dreams really do come true. I'm your host, Yvonne, the Motivator Man.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Determined Women of Destiny. You guys know who I am. I'm Yvonne, the Motivator Man. I'm really excited today. My guest epitomizes this season's title, She's a Force. And you know, I always say I have amazing women doing amazing things. And my guest is Wendy Rodiguez. She has made the journey from Guatemala to possibly the New York State Senate. Now, I got to do a disclaimer. I'm not saying anything about Republican, Democratic, Libertarian, or conservative. I just want you guys to hear the story of the woman that has come past surmountable odds to where she is now. I'll give you a little background, but I want her to tell everything herself. Came from Guatemala at 4 years old to America, became a teen mom at 15, opened up her first franchise at 21, which was fitness. Oh, I'm sorry. In between there, she went to nursing school, decided she wanted to be self-employed, opened up a fitness business. She is the president of the Brentwood Chamber of Commerce, and she's a realtor, mom to some gorgeous daughters. I mean, I'm out of breath right now. So I present to you Wendy Rodiguez. Welcome to the show, Wendy.
Oh my God, thank you so much for having me. For me, it's an honor to be here and to share this platform with you. As you said, we've known each other for a while, so it's amazing that I could be here. I'm the same girl from yesterday, from from today, and I will be the same girl tomorrow.
So tell us a little bit, that journey. I want people just to feel your tenacity and your perseverance. What was some of your earliest memories of leaving Guatemala and coming here to America?
Absolutely. So I came here to the United States when I was 4 years old from Guatemala. I still remember till this day, getting off the plane and coming here to the airport. Isn't that funny? It's a memory that I will never lose. It was like yesterday. I just closed my eyes and I could, remember that. And as you said, my journey here was a little different as I didn't know the language. I had to get used to speaking English. I When I arrived, I actually went straight to the Bronx. I lived in the Bronx for a little bit. I lived in Brooklyn for a little bit. Then I moved to Jersey, and that's kind of the way then I came to Long Island. So that's a little bit about my history as far as when I came. I became a mother very young in life. I was about 15 years old. All odds were against me. A statistic says that as a teen mom, a child raising another child, it wasn't going to happen, right? I didn't have such a bright future. Well, you know what? God had another plan. And I believe that whatever the enemy meant for bad, God will turn it around for good. At the age of 21, I was able to open my first business, which it was a franchise, Curves. It was an amazing experience. I actually learned so much on how to run a business. It was like a school, right? You learned your lesson, you know how to deal with the whole entire operation. At the age of 26, I became my own brand, which was Ultimate Sweat Zone. I think that's how kind of we met, right? With Ultimate Sweat Zone, which was a blessing from the skies. I just like, you know what? I want to do something different. I want to become my own. I have a lot of ideas, and I believe about, in putting ideas into action. So we became my own brand at age 27. I was able to also to be a co-author of an amazing book, which is called Today Inspiring Latinas, which is shows all, different women from different worlds with their own story. We all have our own story. And it was an amazing way to be able to show women that we can make it. You don't have to be a product of your environment, that you are someone, that God has a plan for you, that you're destined to win. It doesn't matter your situation. It doesn't matter where you come from. Was you have a purpose, there's nothing that will withhold that purpose. And at the age of 28, I started radio. I started TV. You can see me on Verizon, Fios, radio. We pretty much at a whole bunch of different stations because I wanted to make sure that we got our message out, right? We were part of empowering women and our future generation. We wanted to make sure to empower women like me, empower women in a different world, empower women all over. It didn't matter your age, where you come from, what your race was. We just wanted to let you know that you are worth it, that you are valuable, that you do have a destiny, right? That you have a purpose in this world, right? So it was an amazing experience. I was the chamber of, that was the president of the chamber for about 2 years as well too. And it was very successful. We got a lot of businesses. I believe in business. As business owners, we are the backbone to the economy. So we have to be booming. We have to be, giving 100%. And right now, as you know, it's been a little difficult for a lot of businesses, as New York is not a business friendly state. And after that, I was able as well too to about 3 years ago, my life kind of shifted, and I started real estate, and I started my own team. Which, as you know, my kids are part of everything I do. I believe in family. I believe in faith. I believe that we need to bring our kids to every type of journey that we're involved in because it helps them. It helps them to have life learning experience. It helps them to have a taste of the real world of what it is out there. Not everything is roses, not everything is going to be easy. You're going to have to face a lot of challenges, but the way you look at life, that's what's different. We always have to be positive in everything that we do because things are not going to always go our way, but there's always a solution and there's never a failure. And then that, now I'm at my new chapter of life, right? And yes, I am running for New York State Senate. And this is an amazing experience. I've met so many different people in this campaign trail, and it's been a blessing, a blessing, a blessing, a blessing. And I just want to be a blessing to our people.
Now, listen, you went through all of that. You totally forgot about nursing school.
Well, the thing is that I went to only CNA school because my thing was to become an RN. That was my goal, but it wasn't like I only got my my certification as a nursing assistant. And right in the process, when I finished that and I was working for an Wisconsin Nursing Center, which is a long time ago, you know what? I got the opportunity to buy the curves that I was attending to. So I started working out because I was overweight. I just had my baby. We wanted to get that nice figure again, and we wanted to work out and feel better about ourselves. And I believe in mental health so much, having self-awareness, loving yourself, taking care of yourself, because us women, when we feel good, our entire family feels good, right? But when we don't feel good, our entire family lacks of it as well. So our as women is to make sure that we're good, our mental health, our physical health, everything's in order. So when I started working there, I started working out there. You know what? There was a plan, and the plan was for me to purchase it. And the way that everything worked was amazing. And listen, it was an experience that I will never forget. As my first business, I was so young, and I know the challenges that businesses face, right? I've been in front of a check, I've been in back of the check. We get it. Our job is like 24 hours. And being able to overcome so many challenges and being able to say, you know what? Yes, as a minority, I did it. I was young too. I was a kid, and I made a lot of mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes because those are all lessons that we learn so we don't make them again.
Right. That was your template for everything else that you did. You knew exactly what not to do. You may not have known what to do, but you knew what not to do. Again, when we met, I know I was working for a HMO, and everywhere I would go, I would see this beautiful young woman in this fitness attire with the body of life. and ultimate sweat zone, ultimate sweat zone, ultimate sweat zone, ultimate. I mean, everywhere was your party cards. I mean, Bayshore, Brentwood, CI. But when I would go into places in Amityville and Lindenhurst and Copac, and I would see your cards there, I was like, you got to be kidding me. And what really brought us together, you had wanted me to do nails for some
Yes.
of the young girls, and it never happened. You know,
Yeah.
it never happened. But from doing HMO and having a nail business to what I'm doing now, to you running for the Senate, oh my goodness, you know, what a wonderful how many years? How many years has been? You know, how many years down the road? I know. And now you're doing real estate. I've got to go to break, but when we come back, I want you to tell me a little bit more about real estate and your journey to the Senate. You guys, make sure you come back. How many times you have been able to actually watch someone who may be the next New York senator? So I need you to come on back after break.
Determined Women of Destiny is more than a talk show or a podcast, more than a Facebook group or TikTok videos. It's a tribe that vibes. It's a networking hub for women to funnel ideas and endeavors, to connect, helping each other be the best version of themselves, independently and collectively. If you would like to be a guest on the show or would like to join this great group of women, please email determinedwomendestiny@gmail.com.
Welcome back, everybody. If you're just tuning in, you know what I always say, shame on you. You should have been here in the beginning because all the good stuff happens in the beginning, but you just have to rewind it. That's all right. And I love you for the encouragement and support, and you're with me now. So, hey, smooches, hugs, and absolutely daps. My guest today is Wendy Rodiguez. If you don't know her name, you must not live on Long Island because her beautiful face is on every lawn stand. She is, yes, running for the New York Senate seat. So, Wendy, welcome back.
Thank you again for having me, Yvonne. For me, it's a pleasure. As everyone knows, I know you for a very long time, and it's always been a blessing to be part of everything you do as well.
Thank you. Before we went to break, we were talking about your real estate business that you recently opened up. You said it's like 3 years old. Tell us how it is to now that you're in real estate. So you've been helping so many people, not only just through fitness and the Chamber of Commerce and everything that you do, because you're just a community advocate. You're a force throughout Brentwood and Bayshore and Central Islip, Long Island. You're always helping people. You're always in the mix. And now you have this real estate business. And, you know, once again, you're self-employed. I don't think you've ever not been self-employed. You know, tell us about the business. Then tell us some ups and downs that you've had to go through running this business.
Absolutely. So, I started this real estate journey about 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago, and it's been an amazing journey. I've learned a lot. I've learned, that this is actually the beginning of your wealth, right? This is so important for us to understand that being a homeowner is not only American dream, but it's also the beginning of your wealth. This is for generations to generations to generations. And it's been an amazing journey to be able to help people start their wealth, as well as, being able to get other women that are young women, because I have all young girls. Two of them are my daughters that they always have worked with me. As you know, they've always been with me up and down. And the other girls are just women that are looking for a change in their life and looking for a new career. And we've been able to kind of get them and to, not only be their mentor, but teach them the ropes and be part of their journey, as well as they also become business women and powerful women. So being able to, start this team is called Team Heavenly. We actually bring you a little peace on earth. That's like our slogan.
That is so cute. Yes.
Peace on earth. And most of all, it's been very rewarding. Of course, like any business, we have our ups, we have our downs. Being realtors, what this is pretty much, you're on a commission. right? Just like anything else, right? So as realtors, you're gonna face a time that sometimes deals don't go through. Maybe you're gonna lose some deals, right? Your job as a business owner, period, your business never closes. It's something that is revolving 24/7, right? If you're not dealing with one client, you're dealing with pretty much your I guess your colleague, or the girl that works with you, or maybe just different lenders and different attorneys that maybe something went wrong. So in every business, you're going to have your ups, you're going to have your downs. But the most important thing is for you never to stop. I think the problem that we have is fear in order for us to start our business. I know there's a lot of women out there that want to start a business that say, I want to do this, but maybe I'm not going to do it right, or maybe I'm going to fail. I think that we fail by not starting our business, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to put your foot on the F of faith and walk that thing out.
Correct. And I feel that there's a lot of women out there that might want to start this field, but are worried or are scared. Am I going to make it? Am I going to have that money to hold me down? And I think that if we don't start, and if we don't start and actually start and say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to take this challenge and I'm going to do the best that I can, and I'm going to give it my all. One thing about myself, Yvonne, I never wanted to be with what ifs.
Mm.
I never wanted to be because then those are ideas that were never put in action. And I feel that there's a lot of women like you and I that maybe have a feeling, and maybe there's a passion in their hearts, and they want to just put it off and say, no, this is not for me. And then it comes right back again into their mind and their hearts. And they're like, no, 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 maybe this is not for me, right? But the minute that you actually start walking in your destiny, everything starts falling together. So in any business that we do, whether you're a realtor, whether you have your own, whether it's a fitness place like myself, a dance studio, a store, whether it be a clothing, a nail salon, we're always going to face challenges. Nothing will ever be easy. The busy, yes, we will have, but nothing will ever be easy.
Right.
However, your attitude will determine your success. So we need to find solutions and not excuses. And we might have a lot of excuses. Oh, this went wrong because of this. No, let's find a solution. Let's make it work. Let's work together. And as women, we should never, ever, ever, ever bash one another or try to downgrade one another. We need to lift each other up. We need to work together, and we need to empower one another, and we need to be sisters. And that's one of the main things that I love. And you know that I talk to everyone, to anyone. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you come from. Like, let's work together. Let's try to make it happen.
Yes. And what you said about stop making excuses and finding solutions. That's what determined women of destiny do. They see a roadblock, they see a brick wall, they ask for a hammer and they knock it down. And yes, the sister circle has to be a lot tighter. It really hurts me when I see other sisters beating up and bashing each other, because
Yep,
business is so hard for women. Because, this is the old boys club. And
absolutely.
we have to stick together as businesswomen to make sure that all of us make it, not just some of us, but all of us. And when you say you speak to everybody, my fondest memory of you, it was an event. And of course, you came to, talk about your brand, and at the time, it was Officer Charles Ross.
Yes.
You guys started singing a praise and worship song right at the event. I will never forget that. I was like, okay, yeah, this is this is good. And it was really amazing that you guys just broke into song, started praising God. But I know that's the woman that you are. You're a woman of faith, and you bring
Man.
that to everything that you do. And I get it. I get it, because what's in you comes out of you. So it couldn't stay hidden. It just could not. Just like people know. My show, I'm going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
that's my Lord and Savior. And yeah,
And
absolutely.
I'm a firm believer. Listen, I'm not doing this with my strength. I'm doing this with God. And I know that God is in control of everything. And when God ordains, he will make it happen and he will do as he pleases. It doesn't matter what comes against me. When God has ordained something to happen in my life, in your life, it will happen. And there's no weapon formed against you that shall ever prosper. And that's the difference when we believe in God. We believe in that if he puts you there, he will capacitate you and he will make a way where it seems to be no way. And as a pastor's daughter, as you know, my mom is a pastor. So to me, faith is so important in my life. I tell you that I could never have made this decision without having the confirmation of the Lord.
We're going to go to break on that. And when we come back, yes, I'm going to let Wendy talk about her journey to the Senate. And I want to know how her family feels that Thanksgiving, they may be sitting at the table eating the turkey that was cooked by the next New York State Senator. So you guys come on back.
Determined Women of Destiny.
Welcome back, everybody. You are checking out Determined Women of Destiny. I am your host, Yvonne, the Motivator Man. My guest is Wendy Rodiguez, and we have been just talking about Wendy's journey from Guatemala to the New York Senate, and we've talked about everything: her fitness business, her real estate business, just her being a woman of faith. And I want to give her a moment to tell us, how do you juggle all of that? How does your family feel about this exciting time in your life?
Well, Yvonne, I think that before I made the decision to go ahead and run for Senate, I sat my family down and I wanted their blessing. Everything I do, we do it together. As you know, my family, it's everything. The girls and I, we got each other, right? So I had to sit down and I had to tell them, listen, this is what's going to happen. Mommy's not going to be available too much. We have a big campaign to run. I just need your support. And I need you to take care of this side of the business because they're part of my business. So I delegated everybody to do something. And we work as a team. So I'm still there. I'm just learning how to delegate,
Mhm.
oh, and be able to do what I need to do, but still keep my eyes on that. Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
Called, building leaders and holding them accountable for what they need to do and moving forward. So it has been a little challenging, but it's working and it's going to keep working. And they're very excited. They're very excited for this new chapter. It's not going to only affect me, but it's also going to affect them. So this is not only my win, this is everybody's win. So they're very excited and they're very supportive. Thank God. My mom is a warrior in prayer, so she has me praying, praying, praying all the time. We believe in intercession. We believe on people just keep praying for God to do his will. And that's what we're doing. So I'm very blessed.
So the big question, probably from the time everybody started watching, what was the motivating force that you said, I'm running for the Senate?
This is a time for a change. Enough is enough. I know that I could be the voice. Crimes are rising in our community, are affecting us tremendously. This is a new district that it's an open seat. This is a district that is pretty much based from a majority minority. Our minorities, especially our communities, are always left behind. They're the last one to be taken care of. As an immigrant myself, as a minority myself, as a woman in business, as a single mom, I know the struggles, I know the needs of our community. Inflation is affecting us all. It doesn't matter where you come from, doesn't matter what race you're in, what age group you're in, it doesn't matter even what party you're in. It's affecting us all. Listen, I'm tired of paying double for my food. I'm tired of paying so much for gas, for heating oil, having to choose, am I going to eat or am I going to heat my food? I'm tired of seeing my community go from bad to worse. I'm tired of the kids always being left behind. Our kids need an opportunity. They don't need a hand out. They need a hand up. We need to work with trades. We need to bring our kids here. We need to give them options. Not everyone is, listen, not everyone is made for college, and that doesn't make them bad kids. It's just not for them. them. So what do we need to do is to give them an option in life, an option that they could work with their hands. If you want to be a mechanic, you want to be a plumber, you want to be, an electrician, you want to be maybe even women, they want to have their beauty license, they want to do nails. You know how many women, how many kids actually became entrepreneurs in the time of COVID? We need to bring resources for them. We need to help them grow. We need to break poverty cycle, but we can't do this if we don't have the right people to represent us. And as a person of the community, as you know, I've worked this community really hard for the past 19 years, but I've done it with love. I never thought about running for office. I just thought about always giving back. And I think that has a lot to do with growing up in a church. Our job is to always give back, right? Give back to the members. You got to do this, you got to do that. So to me, it's actually, I'm not, to me, I don't see like I'm actually doing anything different. I'm just switching to a different position. That's it. But everything is the same. I will keep advocating, and we need a change. We need a change, and a change needs to happen now. Yeah, I'm not a politician. I don't come with, anyone in my family that has already a political office. I'm not a politician. I'm just a leader. I'm a family, I'm all about family. I'm a mom. I'm a business owner. I'm a local realtor. I'm a community advocate, and we need the change.
Give our listeners some words of encouragement. So, there's no way that anybody can see this show and not feel encouraged, but just put the icing on the cake for us.
Absolutely. You are born for greatness. You have a purpose in this world. Do not leave this world without completing your mission. You were born to do something, and we will back you up. God has plans for you that you will never in your life would imagine. What you were made for, what you were created. You are powerful. You're beautiful. You could do it. If I could do it, you could do it. There's nothing in this world that we cannot do. It's only about us. It's about your mentality. It's about believing in yourself. It's about believing in God and knowing that He wants the best for you, because His plans are bigger than what we could ever imagine. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. It's so important. I don't know why I feel to say that. Don't ever give up. No matter how hard life throws you, no matter things that might be out of your reach, no matter if things in your life look like there's no solution, there is a solution. Just trust in God. Trust that He will do the right thing, and you have to do your best for God to do the rest.
Wendy Rodiguez, I've got to say thank you. Thank you that you took time. If you guys are wondering, you're looking at the background. She ran out of a previous engagement to make time to be on this show, to speak to all of us. She's doing this in her car. That's how dedicated she is to women being empowered, to be living in their purpose, and to see their dreams come true. So Wendy Rodiguez, thank you so much. And I end my show saying this every show. Keep doing what you're doing until what you're doing gets done. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.
Baby looking like there goes the woman of God. I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman first. I'm a woman, I'm a woman, I'm a woman too. I'm a woman, I'm a woman.